All right, moving on. Let's go. We should probably check out some of these up here because they will oftentimes give us free units if we're lucky. That was a waste of money and time. There's another camp up here, but it's being guarded by the elite army. We'll have to come back and deal with it later. Here we go. Slums. Oh man, gambling. Nice. We actually won on that one. All right, here at Berlin, let's see what we can buy. They do have the Jaeger rifles. I'm very tempted to do that because it's kind of hard to find these things. So yeah, I'm going to buy it. Sell our cannon. So it's only going to cost us 200. That's not too bad. And then pick up another officer for 90. Now, I really do like this for the cannons. I know it does reduce your reload by 2. That's not that big of a deal to get +8 accuracy. We'll take it. It's a good quality too. So I think it's worth it. Let's go ahead and put that in. And then our musketeers, we'll swap out the rifle. Now we do have to be careful. These rifles are awful in melee. Yeah, and the reload's a little slow, but they'll be better per shot that they take. We could pick up another Chevaux. Let's do that. And then probably slower ammo usage. So we'll put both of these on. Now we don't have them yet, but we will need another set of these boots. So movement speed and stamina, it's really, really good on your grenadiers. So we'll prepare one. Oh wait, did we already have one? I thought I had a set of it already. Okay, well anyways, we need it for them. And then we can just put this on our low tier. Perfect. So we're looking good. We still don't have a whole lot of equipment for the cab, but I'm just not really bothered by it. Okay, that should be good for now. Let's keep moving. We don't want to spend all of our cash here if we can help it. Oh, here we go. We can take a tough enemy field army. This will give us plenty of supplies and stuff, but more importantly, it'll give us some XP. So we'll take the fight. And 99.75. This should be a tough one, but I think we can handle it. They do have a cannon. Looks like a 6-pounder. Only 1 cavalry unit, so that's good. We should be able to handle this. Now on this map, we do have a couple options. There's some decent cover right here, but we'd have to fight in some awkward shape. We could take the fields back here, but I don't feel like that's all that beneficial. I'd rather slow them down when they try to charge in, because I know that's what they're going to do. So we'll use the lake, and then we can set up over here. Maybe it's going to be tough for our cannons to get there in time, but you know what? Actually, let me limber these guys back up and get them over there. Yeah, it really does make a big difference to have them on high ground. So we'll do that, and then we need to rush over there to help protect. And then we've got our melee backups for general, and then we should be good to go. So we'll fight around the hill. Perfect, and we can immediately get a shot off. Let's maybe go for the field artillery and see if we can wipe them out, actually. Okay, I am definitely pushing the button. There they go. Hit him, hit him. Oh, they didn't really hit him that well. We got some splash damage on the recruits, though. That's fine. Right, their cannon is actually getting shots off, are they? Wow, that 6-pounder has some range. Yeah, interesting. He's not really very effective, though, so that's fine. They're going to have a little bit of an advantage on this left side, so what I'm going to do is we'll keep the musketeers here. So why don't we... we'll spread them out a little bit. I would like them to be... Well, they're going to be coming out of the woods, aren't they? Yeah, I'm good with that. So we'll spread out a little bit. Definitely need the grenadiers up there because grenades don't really care about trees and stuff. They can cut through it, no problem. We'll get our 2 cav to provide protection on this right flank. Did we take out that artillery? No. We should target something else if they're not going to hit it. They're not getting that many kills either, though. 26... 77, yeah, 77. We barely got anything off of that. Waste of time. Let's go ahead and target something else. Let's take out this stuff on this right side. I'm a little more concerned about this side. So there we go. We'll target the Kreis Musketeers. Here we go. Cannons are going. Oh, wow. They just got walloped. 108 deaths on 1 volley. And it took their morale down to half. All right, we got to be ready to go over here on this side because they're going to come in hot and heavy for sure. So we'll try and grenade one of the musketeers and then charge into melee with the other one, I think. That might be our best chance. Don't think we need to mess with the recruits. They should be able to... they'll get blasted either way. And then I think we can blast these guys out with just the cannons. Yeah, they're taking a lot of damage. They're going to run here. One more volley. They're going to... Oh, nope, never mind. They're gone. That is beautiful. Let's try to take out these hussars. If we can weaken them, then when they hit our sticks, they're going to get pretty badly damaged. All right, let's start setting up here. So again, we're going to grenade the first one and then charge the second one. If the second one's not that close, we'll wait. But I want to at least get some grenade damage out here if we can. Yeah, keep working on those recruits. They're gone. Perfect. And focus over here next. Now, what are we doing over here? Oh, yeah, they're getting some good kills here. 72 kills. 101, so that's more than 10% in one volley. Very good artillery. All right, let's line up properly. Looks like they're going to line up like this. So we want to try to somewhat match their front line. And there they go. They got their shot off. We'll match it like that. Nope, we need to be more. That's fine. It's not going to be perfect. We just got to throw it. So we'll do both because I don't think one's going to be enough. No, it's not. Two's not going to be enough either, actually. Okay, we don't want to be... Yeah, we don't want to take a volley from them. Oh, nice. Perfect. The musketeers got them to rout. Perfect timing on that. These hussars are going to rout before they even charge. Let's let them charge first, actually, because they're going to run straight into these sticks, and that's going to do more damage than maybe one more volley. I'd rather get more damage done in this front line. Okay, they're done. These recruits are coming back again, so we got to get ready for that, but yeah, these guys are going to get smoked. Especially with the cannons. Yep, there goes their front line. So we don't need to push too hard. Yeah, we're going to handle this no problem at all. They do have musketeers back here that are just about to reform, so we'll have to fight them again. But seems like we're okay. I don't see anybody low on ammo just yet. We probably need to get a couple of those ammo, ammo wagons. That would be kind of helpful. All right, straighten these guys out so they can get a shot. Oh, the hussars are recovering pretty well. Let's maybe get some shots in them again. Yeah, because these guys they're exhausted. They're going to be very inefficient when they're shooting and fighting and all that. So we don't need to worry about them as much, I don't think. And same thing here. These guys are exhausted. So let's target these musketeers. Okay, everything looks good. These guys are exhausted now. So let's buy them some time if we can. Yeah, we'll go out with our cav, and then we can maybe harass that cannon back there that's doing a lot of damage. There we go. Hussars are gone. How about observation recruits? Let's see if we can get them out of here. Alright, we want to target the biggest threat first. Yep, those musketeers are about to go as well. Alright, I'm going to send these guys straight back to the artillery. I'm going to send these guys into these recruits. I don't think they need help from both. Just one should be more than enough. Yeah, they lost 6 people. They're going to rout them. Perfect. Alright, save your stamina. You can go back and take out that artillery piece. Yeah, they're starting to aim at us, but they won't get too much off. Alright, this guy needs to go. We need to charge these musketeers. As soon as they get their volley off, we'll go in. Alright, perfect. We're going. Cannons, target something useful now, please. Let's get over here. We're taking some losses, but we're getting... I mean, this is a tough battle, so no surprise. Musketeers are gone. Alright, Cav are in there now. They lost just a little bit more, but they're pretty much in great shape. And that's it. Nice. Cannon finished off the last. That was actually very, very good. Look how few losses we took compared to what we inflicted. Well, 500 gold for that. And we definitely need to take replenishment, but we'll get 1,800 back. We only lost 6, so we'll get quite a bit back. And then we've got all these items are useful to us, so gladly take it. Wow, that used a lot of ammo. What do we have here? Give me an ammo cart, please. No. Oh, that's not what I meant to click on. Oh, that was a big mistake. Combat bonus from elevation and cover effectiveness. That's, yeah, I meant to click the X, not click the square. I was going to re-roll it, but I wanted to just to double check and make sure that I had the right one. Yeah. Oh well. It's not good, but it's not awful. At least it's not giving us debuffs. So anyways, we got Cav here that can use some upgrades. Stamina, move speed, or move speed, melee damage received. It's kind of the same thing. Well, yeah, they both have the same stamina. We'll put this one here. Upgrade this for the spontoons so that we can get our recruit leveled up soon. Bayonet probably will sell, but we'll hang it up for now. And then we don't need another musket, do we? We've got plenty. Oh, you know what? Yeah, this guy ran out of ammo fast. That's because we don't have our cartridge box. We don't have it on this guy either. Actually, yeah, none of these guys have it. Okay, looking good. So our musketeers are almost maxed out. We got 2 more item slots. Land melees with 1 item slot, and then these guys with 3. So we're looking pretty good here. So if that was pretty close to what we would experience with one of these, we might want to start picking these guys off. Right, that's encamped army, that is HQ, that's encamped. So we should probably start picking on these encamped armies. This one's a little bigger. Well, quite a bit bigger. Almost 14k. This one's only 10k. Let's maybe take a quick lap up here and see if there's anything we can get. And then we'll loop back around. Oh, here we go. We got fights. 2 fights here. Perfect. Yeah, another 10k almost, or 9,300. All right, we're going to load up on this right side. We'll take the hill again. Let's get everybody spread out. And then we should be good to go. All right, this is our final setup. So as soon as they come into range, we'll start blasting. They have another 6-pounder, but this one only goes to 400 range. The other one was like almost the same range as ours. What happened? Are they stuck? They appear to be stuck. Okay, they attacked us, so we shouldn't be coming off our line, but I guess we could oblige. Let's go maybe throw a cannonball from here, and then we'll back up. Or if they're just going to stand there and get shot, I guess we can keep shooting. See if we can get some free shots on their field artillery. That'd be nice. Yep, there we go. Okay, let's see what they do. If not, I guess we'll have to attack them if they're not going to move. It's kind of interesting. I've never seen them do this before, but I think they're stuck. Oh, dude, we missed completely. What the heck? Okay, let's go back to shooting the musketeers then. Yeah, there we go. 80 kills. And again, if they're just going to let us keep shooting, then I'm going to move up little by little. We'll push these cannons up again. I don't mind coming off the line if that means we get free free artillery shots. Oh, no, they're moving again. Well, it worked. If that was their strategy to get us off that strong point, it worked. Because they've got infinite patience, right? The AI. They don't have anywhere to go. I can't just sit here for an hour and wait for this thing to unstick when you know it's probably not going to. But anyways, we'll keep fighting them. Let's at least take the fence, so that'll give us some protection. And then again, we'll load up on this side because there's 2 sets of musketeers here. Let's get lined up for a grenade volley. Probably can put both cav down here, actually. I don't think we're in danger of them just charging in over here. So let's get we'll get our general down here. Yeah, we're just going to focus as much as we can on these guys. Oh, wow. They didn't get a volley off. They didn't get a single volley off. All right, let's rotate. Let's take out the musketeers for the second group of musketeers if we can. All right, land melees should be able to put a volley. There we go. Strong one, too. These guys are doing okay. They may try to flank, which is why I'm moving both of our cav units down here so we can deal with that. So we'll keep them in reserve. Shoot, they do have... Yeah, they've got their muskets ready. I don't think we can get a volley off before they get their reload done. So let's wait for that. We'll get shot at one more time. There we go. There's no way they can withstand this. This is going to be too much for them, I think. 1 should be enough, but we'll use 2 if we need to. Oh, man. Yep, there we go. That and the volley. That's enough. And let's get these guys back. And then we can switch our cannon to target the other musketeer. All right, that one's shattered. Yeah, they're all shattering. Everywhere's shattering. The only thing we need to worry about now are these provincial... Or what are these? Hussars? Yeah, provincial cav. I'm gonna move my grenadiers down here because I feel like we can handle it with just muskets and cannons on this side. So I'd rather get my grenadiers down here positioned well. Yep, they're gone. Focus on these ones next. And then it's just, there's really not much left. They left the protection. Their field artillery is not protected right now. So I'm going to charge. They're actually not shooting either. I don't know. They're stuck. I don't think they would have really had much effect on the battle either, but that's fine. Okay, grenadiers are ready. Let's get them into position so they can at least get a volley off. Oh, they're charging. Yeah, we don't have time. All right, everybody get into position. We'll let them impale themselves on the chevaux de frise. Okay, we're ready. Get in there, and get in there. Cannons, focus on these guys. All right, their cannons are gone. Everything's gone. We just need to break these recruits after this. Yep, they're gone. Focus these guys down. Where's our general? Can pull him back. Nice, they're gone. Can we just continue the charge, I think? I don't see why not. It's just recruits. Yep, there we go. That's it, we got it. What a fight. Man, they got spanked on that one. They got completely spanked. The only thing we lost some units on was that recruit unit in the end that got charged, but that's not even that bad. We got almost 500 gold from that. We lost 400, but we have 2,300 reservists, so very few losses. We'll definitely put the rest into money and ammo, because that's the thing we need the most of right now. There we go. We got an upgrade on one of our generals. This one's focused on melee. So melee and accuracy or charge damage. I don't mind. Yeah, we'll focus on melee. That's fine. We've got another treatise for later once we get another one of these guys upgraded to... oh, he's actually ready. Musketeer. I'm going to hold off on upgrading him until we can get more people. We need more people to frontline, but he'll be a grenadier soon, and then we have a treatise for him. We've got more of these ramrods. So many ramrods. Everybody should have one, and they do. So we'll save those for others. Okay, so we'll sell these 4 things. Everything else I think we'll have to keep, because I don't know what we'll need. We're starting to pile up a few too many muskets, though. We'll probably sell some. I think we just go straight into this second fight because we didn't really lose that many people. So we got another setup on the hill here. And we immediately start off with a volley because they're in range. What are we up against? Russian reserve musketeer, recruit, and then a couple calves. So that's fine. We'll keep our position here. I usually like to line up our Brunswicker musketeers against the best shots that they have. And then we'll line up the grenadiers with whatever's most likely to get charged. And then we'll keep the cavalry in the back. This is the whole point I was making before, is I really don't like using cav. I'd rather have 1 grenadier than 2 of these cavalry units. Although it is kind of nice to have cav if the enemy's got a lot of artillery and they're not protecting them. It is kind of nice. But aside from that, most of the time I'd rather have another grenadier. So we're going to keep chipping away at these musketeers. They've already lost 189. Nope, they lost 322. So they take a volley or 2 and they're going to just be completely gone. And then we'll hold down the middle with our grenadiers. We'll probably grenade these recruits. The serfs. We'll double charge these recruits. We'll probably wait for the cav to come in. I think that's the smartest choice here. But yeah, you could see these guys are going to break soon. There's no way they can hold that long. They've already lost most of their line. Yeah, here we go. Another volley. And they're out of here. And then same thing here. These guys... I don't think they can withstand too many grenades. Maybe they can, but... Yep, they can. Let's do a second one and a volley. Here we go. And get back. And they're out. 267 kills to 7 losses. Now, and this is with a grenadier bag that's got only 2 ammo. There's big ones you can buy that have like 6 or 8, I think. Really, really good ones. All right, now we just are waiting for the charge. Let's get our general in here ready to go. Actually, yeah, I wouldn't mind targeting these guys. take some of the sting off of that cav. All right, here they come. Grenadiers should be ready to go. Oh yeah, these guys aren't going to survive that. Let's move over here. No, don't get charged. They're going to break. I don't even need to be there. They're going to break instantly. Yep, instantly break. These guys, however, are a little bit more potent. Oh, our general got shot. Whoops. All right, here we go. Counter charge, double counter charge, and they're not even going to get there in time. So that was pretty good. Ooh, nice. So almost 300 gold. We pick up another set of Chevaux de Frise. And these Charville are pretty good muskets. I know their biggest strength is the range, and I usually go for that, but I'm starting to shift my focus now to more on the reload and the accuracy. I feel like that might be a bit more useful most of the time. Because once they get in range, you lose the advantage, right? Your range advantage is no longer useful. But maybe you'll get an extra one volley, but if you get better accuracy, you can probably get them out of there faster anyways. So I don't know. Maybe I got to run some testing, but we lost 124, basically 0. Probably went through a lot of ammo, so let's take the money and ammo. There we go. All right, the Land Miles is ready to go up. And if I remember correctly, we were going to go Hessian Grenadier, right? Yeah, so we'll go Hessian Musketeer. All right, let's keep moving. We'll go to Magdeburg next. Oh, nice. We can pick up some free units here. So Prussian, Austrian, Cossack, German, or French. If I remember correctly, the Grenzers are the ones that have really good aim. Or subsidy. Yeah, we can get more subsidy, but we've been trying to get away from the subsidy. Do we have a need for another subsidy? No. Yeah, we have 4. I only want to have 4 Grenadiers. I don't want to go over that, and I don't want any more subsidies, because that's the best thing that they can produce. We can go Grenzer. They usually make good light infantry, if I remember correctly. The Freikorps, I don't think are all that good. French are really good with Cav, but I don't want Cav. We have subsidy. Russians are okay too. Let's go with the Austrian Grenzer. Right? Aren't these the ones that can get to Grenzer Sharpshooter? There you go. 60 accuracy. That's what I'm talking about right there. So we'll go Recruit, Fusilier, Sharpshooter. And I think we're ready for another brigade. I wanted to keep it small, but we don't have a whole lot of stuff to spend our money on. But not yet. Not yet. Let's wait and see. We do need to upgrade some stuff here. So this guy, I think we'll do kind of what we're doing with the others. We have the Potsdam or the land pattern. Do we have any more? We don't have any land pattern, but we do have Potsdam. So we'll give him the Potsdam. Yeah, Potsdam, a Bible, some spikes, and I think we'll give him this doctrine, but it's not really meant for him, so we'll have to remember to take it off later. Actually, you know what? What if we give him... No, let's keep the Potsdam. I was going to say we could do the Charville, but like I said, for an extra 10 range, but you give up, 6, you fire 6 slower and you only get 3 extra range, 3 extra accuracy. I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, we'll keep it like this. So we do have a full regiment. We have, or a full brigade. We have 2 full brigades. We could go for a 3rd, and then we would easily be able to take on these tougher fights. But, let's see if we can at least get some better equipment for some of these people. All right, I'm going to have to look through these items. I'll take a little bit longer than I would normally want to do. Yeah, let's sell all this stuff. So they do have a reload and ammo consumption that's a higher tier. We'll take that for a cannon. I'm also tempted to take the regimental staff surgeon, but we've been taking so few losses. I don't know that that's necessarily worth it. So I'm going to hold off on that one then. But I do want to take this one. Buy some cheap officers. We'll load up. Yep, there's 2 more we can get. So we're full just about. Yeah, we've got a spare too if anybody gets killed. Now at the foundry, I don't think we want to buy anything here. The powder, we need another minus ammo consumption one, so let's do that. There we go. Put this on the cannon, and then we'll save this for the other. I think we're going to get 4 probably. We'll eventually get 4 cannons. I think that's what we'll end up doing. I wasn't planning on hiring too much, but I am going to take these redcoat recruits, and then I might just replace one of our cav here. And then at some point we'll hire a new brigade. Maybe we'll bring them back in temporarily. I do eventually want to get rid of these guys though. So they can have Potsdam, something for accuracy and reload. Or sorry, this is just for reload. And then we probably need to buy some more items then. Let's go back in. This is one of the ones I was looking at. I could pair this with the Spontoon So 10% veterancy, and it gives minus 10% ammo consumption. Pretty good. So we'll put it on... I don't have another spontoon. That's fine. We'll put it on this guy for now so he can... Because this is a red coat recruit, he can get some extra XP as well. But it would be good on these guys if we can get maybe one of each. I think there's some ones... There's some doctrines that give you XP that you can put on infantry. I don't see it. Okay, not a big deal though. That's fine. Yeah, and I don't want to spend the big bucks on buying these guns just yet because they're performing just fine without it. Yeah, I should probably buy this cylindrical ramrod. These things are so good, but it's very expensive. Let's get ready for our other grenadier. So a basket hilt hanger. Let's get that one ready. A good canteen would also be kind of nice. So some extra stamina for our cannon. And then the basket hilt we'll just hang on to. We're going to need it for other grenadier when they're ready. So we have spirit rations, basket hilt that's plus 12 charge. We'll need a better... Oh, you know what? Yeah, that reminds me. We can get a better one of these bayonets. 8 and 8. I usually prefer this one. So the heavy socket bayonet. This one's 6 and 8. So I think if we were to get the good quality of this, it would go 8 to 10, 8 and 10. So I don't think it's worth it spending money on this since we're going to be getting an upgrade from that anyways. All right, I think we're good. We'll save our money for something else. Let's get a little bit of food and then we'll move on. All right, we got another officer chance. We can spend 100 just to get him for sure. We already have a lot of officers, so I'm just going to take the chance. Oh, we got lucky. Fitzwilliams, and this one is morale, damage received, charge cover. Yeah, this guy's terrible. So don't really want to use him. Oh, nice. Got some cheap units to beat up on. So nothing fancy. We're going to take the hill again and force them to go over the river. That'll slow them down even more. They do have a decent reserve musket unit here. We'll focus that down, but this should be pretty straightforward. This cannon's beating up on people again. 314 kills. They haven't even gotten to our line yet. I think they'll get one more volley off. So it's going to be probably over 400 kills before a single musket shot at these guys. Here we go. Yeah, 423. It's insane. All right, let's get a volley off. And as soon as we're ready, we'll drop some bombs. Here we go. All right, those recruits are gone already. Let's move over here. Oh, they actually can handle a second one. Nope, never mind. Actually, cav are coming. Let's get into position here. All right, we can get one volley off on these guys. And then we're going to need to countercharge here. And they instantly shattered. Did they even kill anything? Yeah, we lost 19, but that might have actually been from the volley that we took before that. So I don't even know that we really took any damage. Grenadiers, get down here again because we're going to get charged. They're too tired. Okay, we're going to have to do it with just the cav. Okay, they did hit the Chevaux de Frise, which is chewing them up pretty badly. Yeah, they're gone. Easy win. We'll take another 300 gold for 121 losses. So again, we don't have to take troops. We can take the money and ammo. We'll just start stacking this up for the next stage. Ooh, nice. We got another socket bayonet. That's actually what I was looking for. And yeah, tea rations, coffee rations. The only thing I don't want to use is the horse, but we can sell that. Everything else here is really useful. So another hilt, basket hilt. So we need 4 because we're going to have, eventually we'll have 4 grenadiers. All right, hopefully we can pick the right perk this time. Nope. We could do reload speed technically. That's maybe not a bad idea. I feel like I'd rather have accuracy though. Combat effectiveness is accuracy and reload together, so that one's not too bad. We'll take prudent. And then we can upgrade some items on our new guys. So yeah, we'll go for accuracy reload there. And there we go. And then this one will stay in reserve. This guy can go up to a Lan Milas. There we go. So he's fighting slightly better. Oh, and then we'll keep stacking these up too. So these boots, that'll be our second pair. We need 4 total for all the grenadiers. Don't think we need any of this other stuff though. Oh, nice. More red coat recruits. We'll definitely take that. So one, we can get a second one too. I think we should because it's going to be harder and harder to find these guys as time goes on. So horse, get out of here. And that means we need to upgrade this guy to being a grenadier because we need a second unit to help support. I'm going to flip-flop this guy. Let's go ahead and upgrade him to grenadier. And then we need to completely redo his equipment. Let me do that and I'll come back. You know, I realized we didn't keep any musket that doesn't have poor charge damage. So I'm not going to equip this guy with a gun. Let's just go buy one because I'm going to forget. And then we need to move some items around here. I'm going to just preload this Grenzer to have all the good stuff. And then eventually he'll be able to use it. All right, so right out the gate, even without a gun, and once we get the gun, it's going to give us an extra like 8 or 9. We're at 50 charge damage, which isn't too bad. We can get up to 83 like this guy. We can go even higher than this, but as of right now, so not bad.